Hello my friends, we have been showered by Dior with so many new products. Their Spring 2024 collection has launched, also a few other items, the reformulated lipsticks both in the velvet and satin formulation. I have purchased quite a bit and my purchase arrived this morning. I'm super excited because today we're going to review the Spring 2024 collection from Dior. As you may know, with Dior, if you're part of their loyalty program, and by the way, this video is not sponsored by them, I just wanted to mention that if you're part of the loyalty program, stay tuned by subscribing to my channel, have that post notification bell on, because on my community tab and as well as on my Instagram account, I usually post whenever there's a new gift with purchase. Usually you just need a code and then you get some of the most beautiful gift with purchase ever. One of these, baby, that I just got right here. Let me just show it to you really quick. Perhaps when you're watching this video, you have already watched my unboxing of what I got from Dior, but this little baggie, also the travel case that launched during the holiday season, the one that looks like the Louis Vuitton case, plus the little jewelry box, the eye mask, the scrunchie, that also came back in stock. So I will be leaving the links of all the products that I'm going to be talking about today and any promo codes that can get you some of these goodies. Okay friends, what you're here for, Dior's Spring 2024 collection, which it came with 2 eyeshadow palettes, 1 blush, a couple nail polishes too, and a couple lip maximizers. As you can tell, I only have foundation, concealer, brows on. And if you're new here to my channel, welcome to all of you, my beautiful friends. I do film in natural light with a 4K camera. So let me first show you the blush in the shade 225 Delicate Rose in the satin finish. And this is more of like a warm tone pink. Let's just go ahead and swatch it. Okay, super smooth. I think it's very light though for my skin tone, but we will see as we try it. I didn't put any bronzer on so that way you can really see the tone of this beautiful blush. I'm gonna be using a Chikuhodo F04 brush. By the way, through Fude Beauty, they have gave me a discount code for all of you, my friends. I'm so excited about it. I honestly do not think it is an affiliate link. Do not quote me on that. I genuinely just bug them. When I'm telling you bug them, like I send a message on Instagram, email. It's like, do you have a discount code for my followers? That was all what I was asking. So anyhow, friends, it will be also in the description box below. But let's just get a little. Let's go for it. Okay, you see, I judged too soon. I can definitely see the shade really well. It's a gorgeous pink tone. Although it says this is a satin finish, it does have more of a natural finish. Friends, how you feel about all these different launches from so many different brands? Mostly Dior and Chanel. They just went ham. They left us alone the 1st of January, but then the 2nd, boom. Oh, and then you're maybe wondering, what are you doing still with your Christmas tree? When I'm recording this video, in my household, we celebrate the 3 kings. So it's not yet the day, and then when the 3 kings come, then we take everything down. So FYI, if you're wondering. Okay, I love this shade. It's so beautiful. And honestly, to me, it doesn't seem like to be a satin finish. It definitely looks more of a demi-matte finish, natural kind of finish. And for those who are curious, I also pick up the Rose Popeline matte blush. My gosh, this doesn't look like a blush, doesn't it? At least not for my skin tone. I think for someone with a very fair complexion, it looks like it, but I just wanted to see it in person. And definitely look out, because I'm going to be doing more try-ons of a lot of things Dior, a lot of things Chanel. I have a lot. And by the magic of editing, I have already applied my bronzer. I will be leaving the details of my makeup again on the description box below. Now, this collection came with 2 eyeshadow queens. I decided to pick up one of them in the shade Pink Organza 123, which is the one cooler in tone, more pink in tone. The other one is more peachy and warmer tone, something that I really enjoy. But you know what? I'm all into my cool tones, pink tones kind of vibe. And this one looks very beautiful because it does have a little bit of this dusty kind of, I shouldn't say muddy, but you know, kind of like not so vibrant of a pink. And then I think the color story, it makes of a beautiful transition for winter to springtime. Now what I'm noticing right here, I definitely feel like it is even perhaps a different formula. Okay, this is more of like a satin finish. Then we have more of a creamy tone. Also looks, this one looks more matte. Let's see, this one. Oh, the embossing of Dior. Bye-bye. This one is satin, so it looks a lot like this one here. And then we have another satin finish. The shades look very, very muted. Soft. Okay, they're not matte. When swatching them on my hand, I can tell that they are fairly, they have that satiny finish, not very vibrant, not very shiny, but somewhat. And then the deepest tone in the pan is this one, kind of dusty, very interesting because it's kind of like a mauve grayish, very interesting tone. But other than that, I mean, the entire palette is very, very light. I'm going first with this shade and I'm going to apply it all over the eyelid to set the concealer. And this is a Sonia G Classic Crease brush. With a reference number 14 brush, I'm going to go to this kind of oyster kind of shade, very beautiful. And I'm just going to apply it right on the crease. And by the way, you don't need to use obviously all the shades on the eyeshadow palette in order to get a look. I'm doing so just because I want to try the formulation, how they blend, if they get muddy, if there's fallout, and all the jazz. Sonia G Worker Pro, and I'm going to go to this muted pink shade. We call it in Spanish Palo Rosa, and that's how I feel about it. And I'm taking it on the outer third of the eyelid. Okay, this is a beautiful tone. In fact, if you use it all by itself, like all over the mobile lid, you can call it a day. Such a feminine kind of shade. Sonia G Mini Booster, and I'm going to go to the deepest shade in the pan, and I'm going to apply it on the outer V of the eyelid. To add a little bit of that halo effect, I'm going to go to the lightest shade with my finger and I'm going to tap it right on the center of the eyelid. And that will just give a little bit more dimension to the eyeshadow look. Referral to brush and the deepest dusty pink. I'm just going to take it and apply it on my lower lash line. Sonia G Flat Definer, and I'm going to go to the deepest shade and I'm going to apply it on my lower lash line on the outer third. Refer 03 brush, and I'm going to the lightest shade and I'm going to apply this shade on the inner corner, and whatever is remaining goes on the brow bone. Going to the deepest shade also with a Sonia G Flat Definer, and I'm gonna line my upper lash line and see how much dimension I can give just using the palette. You know what, because of the finish of this eyeshadow formulation, it's not like I can build up on the pigment when applying it, you know, like very intense on just one area. I think these eyeshadows are a lot better if you are just diffusing them as I did before. This one right here though, it does carry not more pigment, but it just kind of like shows a little bit more. And same thing with this shade over here. I don't know, I like this shade, but it doesn't build as I wish. It just kind of like diffuses. Therefore, I'm gonna go with my Hourglass eyeliner in the shade Cave. By the way, have you seen that Hourglass just launched their new lip pencil? Something that it was missing on their line. Last year they added their bullet lipsticks. They are fabulous. So, but lip liners, wow, we had waited a while. So I'm excited. I already placed my order too for them. Lots of things to try this year. Here's the finished eyeshadow look. I feel like very ethereal. I actually really like the outcome, but I will talk about my final thoughts in a minute. Let's go with the Dior Addict Lip Maximizer. There were a few launched for this Spring 2024 collection, including a very interesting kind of yellow kind of tone that I'm sure is not yellow, most likely just had a little bit of sparkles, and that was it. Pick was Frosted Pink, which I think it will look really good with this look. And here you have it. So gorgeous, so pretty. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Let's go ahead and go for it. Oh yeah. Love the maximizers. Translucent. It doesn't carry much of a pigment. It just gives this very ethereal kind of look, very like fairy tale kind of look in general. And I think that's the vibe of this collection. Even if you were to go with the peachy eyeshadow quint, it's gonna give you that very ethereal kind of vibe. I love these. But you know what? I also purchased one of the new lip liners in the shade, what is it called? Nude Style 300. It actually comes with a sharpener and there's a lip liner. So there you have it. I remember, what was it, last year or the year before, that the shade Fig went viral, and now there's no shade Fig. So let's see, this is the shade. Just swatch it on this side. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, this is really nice consistency. It glides, super beautiful. Very much alike to the ones from Chanel. And then on the other side you get a brush too. Now the lip maximizer. And look at that. Love it. From this collection, I also picked up the nail polish. You know, my friends, I paint my nails at home. So this one is in the shade 555 Popeline. I think this also will go well not only for springtime but also summertime because of that shade. And if you follow me on Instagram, or if you don't, come and follow me, because right there I usually do a very quick reel where I show you my nail polishes as well as makeup and swatches and all of that. So if you want to see these on my nails, perhaps when you're watching this video I already have this nail polish on. So there you have it. It's 555 Popeline. And now let's go into comparisons. I mean, the first one, Pink Popeline, the new one, versus the original Popeline, which is an eyeshadow palette that I can only wish Dior will bring it back. As you can tell, they're different, and it's even a different formulation too. It's not the same formulation. This is a different formula. Okay, so I went ahead and swatched the original Popeline. So we have here Pink Popeline, the new one, and then this one in the middle, it is the original Pink Sakura. I thought, well, you know what, it was launched pretty much, you know, at the same time, springtime. But as you can tell, Pink Sakura, it leans a lot more deeper purple, like eggplant in tone. So I have Pink Sakura on this side. And I'm pretty sure you can appreciate how light this new one it is. And then last but not least, the newest Chanel eyeshadow palette from the Elevation Winter Glow collection in Cool. There you have them side by side. And I have it right over here. As you can tell, the one from Chanel definitely has more depth. And lastly, I also went ahead and picked up a new eyeshadow palette from Dior, something that it doesn't really land on the Spring 2023 collection. It's kind of like perhaps a new addition. It is called Mimi Rose. It's this baby right here. So you're gonna see me using this baby fairly soon on a Get Ready With Me, or perhaps just a dedicated video to just these eyeshadow palettes. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel with the post notification bell on. There you have them, my friends, side by side. This formulation is the same formula as the original Popeline, as the original Soft Cashmere. I know, so I have high expectations about this baby. So then what I think about this new Dior Spring 2023 collection. Obviously I didn't try the peachy eyeshadow palette. You know what? I decided one of my goals this 2024 is to just stay true to myself, purchased, what I really want to purchase, review. I mean, I'm always going to review all the collections from Chanel. Same thing with Dior, but with Dior and other brands, I'm going to be very selective of what I get. And this was the eyeshadow palette that really caught my attention. The formula though is very different. I feel that it's not dusty, but it doesn't have that glow, that shine. I mean, ultimately, using the entire eyeshadow palette, the look came out beautiful. I cannot deny that, but it's just not what we are used from Dior. I think it lacks a little bit of some sort of, not necessarily shimmer, but a true satin finish. These are more like between a demi matte and a satin finish. It's kind of like not here, not there. Nothing that is wrong. I think a lot of people are going to enjoy this formula because, I mean, let's face it, as we age, I noticed it, for example, with my mom. There are products that I love, some shimmers, some satin formulations that I love, but she's already on her 8th floor. Those eyeshadows, although the shades suit her really well, the actual finish doesn't suit the texture that she has on her eyelids, and hence why a lot of brands, they try to provide with different type of finishes so that way clients have where to choose from. But I think even if it was just one single one true satin or even metallic finish, would have really bumped up the formulation of this eyeshadow palette. Do I like it? I do like it, but I still another spring collection. I wish they could bring the original Popeline and even just like keep it permanent on the line, because that palette is truly ethereal. And in terms of the blush, it really surprised me because first I thought, oh, this is not going to show up on my cheeks. It did show up. It does have pigmentation. You can build it up. The only thing that I will say is that this is not a satin finish. This is definitely a demi matte finish, a natural finish for that matter, but it doesn't have any, I don't see any satin kind of sheen to it, and I'm not upset for it because this formulation from Dior is really good. It actually blurs. I do have enlarged pores right here, and it actually, the blush blurred them. I mean, like I can barely see them. They're not emphasized, so that is a plus from the formula, but again, it's not a satin finish. Now I want to take the opportunity, since we are all here, to just show it to you side by side to the new Chanel Coral Givre blush. As you can tell, I mean, like, wow. This is really coral. This is really intense. This one, now you can see that it has a little bit more of that pinky undertone, but this one is way lighter than this Chanel blush from the Winter Glow collection. I mean, not from the spring collection, but from the spring collection from Chanel. But yeah, just if you wanted to see them side by side, there you have them. The lip maximizers, they are gorgeous. This shade is stunning. I kind of ended up warming it up a little with this lip liner from Dior. I really enjoy this formula. I have to see how long it lasts, and I will give you definitely an update and a feedback on that. But that lip maximizers from Dior, the reformulated ones, they are beautiful. This shade is gorgeous. I mean, I could see the cool tone right here. Do not mind the lip liner. I just wanted to try it. But yeah, love the shades. These are something that I can keep adding them on my collection and I never regret them. I'm still curious about that yellowy one because it just looks so different, but I'm sure it doesn't have a yellow pigment. It may just have some yellow shimmer throughout, and that's it. Kind of like the blue one that they came out just a couple weeks ago. It basically has a little bit of a baby blue kind of like shift to it, but that is so minimal that you can barely notice it. And what is next here on my channel? Well, we have to review the reformulated Dior lipsticks, both in the velvet and satin finishes, as well as this new eyeshadow palette in Mimi Rose and blush. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel with the post notification bell on. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share with family and friends, and if you're on Instagram and TikTok, come and follow me there. If you're not done watching my content, at the end of the stream, I will be leaving a couple other videos right here that I'm sure you're gonna love. Let me know if you are excited about this Dior Spring 2024 collection, if you have purchased any of the items, if some of the items are going to cart immediately, or if you have purchased any of the new products that Dior has launched, that they are many. Okay, my friends, thank you so much again for watching. Until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.